This is a hard one for me to figure on. This is, of course, your poorly aging, sarcastic PC Witty gamer. I haven't encountered any bugs. It's pretty. It looks good. Nice 3D graphics. Cute. But the question is it worth the money?
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. 2 Point Radio. I'm Harrison Wolf. Who's asking? Sorry, you can never be too careful. And you can never be too carefree. Today we're shooting for somewhere right down the middle. Let's see if we can keep it together.
The training room allows your staff to develop new skills. Staff members increase in rank as they earn XP. When a staff member reaches rank 5, 10, 15, and 20, they'll gain a new skill slot for maximum of 5. Select the training room or a member of staff to access the training screen. Different staff types, experts, assistants, janitors, and security guards, each have their own sets of skills they can learn. Each skill has 3 levels, and each level takes up 1 skill slot, meaning a staff member can only master a single skill. Think carefully about the skill sets of your team. The real question for me is it worth the money?
Guests are reminded that fossils are not boring, just dusty.
Is it fun? Is it what we want to be doing with our time and our money?
Exhaustive expeditions may be exhausting.
So this is the second video in our 2 Point Museum expedition series, if you will. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you everybody who's watching. I just checked, we have something like 58 views. Not of this series, of the whole channel, which is about 2.5 weeks old. And 4 subscribers. 4 people. Doesn't cost anything to join. And what you get is raw gameplay footage. And I know this is how it all started. Let's Plays. And then people decided to specialize, go to one game, and then just present the highlights. Things like that. Makes them look better.
Close their mouths while feeling amazed. We appreciate the thought.
And then they did things like predictions. What will Bethesda do next? What will the Elder Scrolls 6 be like?
Attention. The expedition team have returned. Good for them.
All of that. And I've never, even though I've been playing video games since the 1970s, I've never pretended to be an expert at it. I've earned a shiny sticker for my collection. I don't know what that means, but I've earned it, people. I can unlock the Carrion Trail now.
Expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
So this exhibit, the Sharpton top skeleton, we found 3 pieces of it now on different expeditions. And so it's a better exhibit now because there's more pieces of the skeleton there. And as we left, we started training somebody in survival, although I don't see it happening. I don't see anything going on in this classroom, so I don't know what the deal is there. I can't train this guy for some reason. We'll train this guy in survey skills. Or survival. Let's try. Oh, okay. Survey skills. I meant to do survival skills, so. Apparently I can train multiple people at the same time. If I'm wrong, I guess we will find out.
Children should be clean and not form herds.
Okay, now we see this guy going to the classroom. Let's see. Now again, we don't have a ticket booth staff person. I don't know why we don't. I don't know if everybody is on break, or I haven't heard about anybody quitting. You notice I hired that person. They didn't go to their. Now they're finally getting there, but there is actually somebody at the ticket booth. So, and now we're down to $119,000. We were at about 150. I think we might have even started with 150, but we're definitely bleeding money now. Hopefully our new exhibits will make a difference. If not, you know.
I saw that Jumbo McNally character is buying up parts of the county for their latest scam, the so-called Jumbo Museum. Since when does some private fortress full of loot qualify as a museum? I mean, I got a shack in the mountains full of peanut butter, but you won't hear me calling it a restaurant.
So we got our experts trained in survival skills, so that's good. That'll probably help us clear cranium crossings to access the cold mines.
Frequently asked questions. This is a museum. Sadly, that's a common one.
Maybe if our gift shop did better, we would make more money. I don't know. Maybe we should fire some staff. That's what I did in the last game I bought in order to increase profits. Everybody's so young that's going to our museum. They're giving big donations over by the big dinosaur exhibit. I'd like to get the last piece of that dinosaur skeleton.
Guests are reminded that the museum accepts disposable income.
I assume if I went bankrupt, I'd have to start a new game. I'm really just trying to show you how the game functions, how it works, what it looks like, so you can decide what you think of it, whether it's right for you. Maybe you're just here to watch a gameplay video and you've never considered buying it. That's cool too. Everybody's here for their own reason. If you're watching at all, most of the world isn't watching. There's a lot of things to watch on the interweb, I am told. Please no flash photography. I don't see a place where I can actually name my museum. If I can't do that, that's something they need to add because I want to name my museum. The aging.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, some dinosaur skeletons are mix and match. That's just good science.
The poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty Gamer Museum.
The expedition team are back from the Bone Belt. Find anything old?
And we got a boa conductor skeleton. The ruler of rattlesnakes had plenty of rhythm and very few limbs. We're creating a buzz around our new exhibit to make it buzzworthy.
While the toilets are not on display, they should be treated like they are. Thank you.
Now they want us to go to... Is it Carrion Trail they want us to go to? Or yeah, they want us to go to Cranial Crossing and unlock it. And again, our guy is getting in the helicopter. We don't think he actually has a pilot. Hey, somebody actually sat at one of our benches. I'm glad we were here to see it on our spy camera right here.
Guests who are unable to show a valid ticket will be named and then shamed.
I wonder if there's a way with the local community to get, like in one of those guidebooks or something like that. That would be a nice feature to have.
Really thick jungle.
You're
A mountain with no head. And endless sand from the beach to the shoes you only wore once.
Oh, it's happened again.
Visit Pebbly Island. Paradise is only a stone's throw away.
Your intrepid explorer has encountered a dilemma on their travels. Dilemmas are high-stakes events that pause expedition progress. Dilemmas force you to make an executive decision to get the team moving again. Your choice might be a total success or an abject failure, like this YouTube channel. It's up to you. Your expedition team has encountered a dilemma at Cranial Crossing and need your
Assistant
help.
to restock gift shop. Please and thank you.
As the explorer makes their way over Cranial Crossing, they spot a flask on a ledge below. Stay focused, dude. Now, I could hire an extra assistant so that the gift shop stays stocked better, but we don't have a lot of things in the gift shop right now. And to be honest, we already have a bunch of assistants. They want us to hire more janitors, though, and so we'll do that.
Expedition team returning from Bone Belt.
Janitorially speaking, mind you. Paleo Tingle has received 19 XP for their latest jaunt into the world. Is that all they got for? So they didn't bring anything back for the museum. They just got their own XP, so wasn't that special. You're missing some of the required staff. I thought we had a guy with survival skills. I'm sure we got a guy with survival skills. We trained a guy with survival skills. I'm not sure why they're not.
Staff in need of medical attention. Thank you.
Maybe he's in the training room. I don't know what his spaz is. Oh, are we going back to Greasy Fields? I didn't mean to do that, but if there's something still there, that's great. If not, it was just a waste of time and energy and money. We're down to $110,000. I think we started with 150 or 140, something like that. So if we can't beat more money out of our patrons, we will eventually go what is known in museum terms as bankrupt. Donations $1,871, museum income $2,550, monthly grant $54.80, staff wages $92.30. So other outings, $150. So we're in the red, $150. No, it says total monthly profit, $521.
Guests are reminded that your ticket does not include a +1.
I think we should have the option to not charge for entry into our museum as well. It might be that some museums would be so good that the donations and the gift shop would be enough to pay for everything, and others wouldn't be that good. I would like more impactful decision making here. I almost read this wrong, and I almost read it in a way that wouldn't be appropriate on G-rated YouTube channel. But it is a disc fossil, old technology from an even older time.
Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
Okay. Now, rib row. I'm not sure if we got everything from rib row yet. Again, I don't know what their spaz is here because we've got a guy with survival skills. Why can't we use him? We're not allowed to go back there. We're down to 103,000 even though it says we're making a profit. I'm not seeing the profit. Anybody else seeing the profit? I see our money going down, down, down.
Guests are reminded that your needs are important to us, but they're not our top priority. Okay?
Open sticker book. Tourists are an excitable type, desperate to visit museums. They gain additional buzz from smoking pot. No, I mean from viewing exhibits and spend more time in gift shops than other guests. Tourists take pictures of exhibits when viewing them, reducing the exhibit's maintenance value. Pictures reduce the exhibit's maintenance value? I don't know what the exhibit's maintenance value is, but you want more janitors. It's always with the more janitors.
Staff requires medical attention. Not this again.
Gil Avocado.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio.
I wonder if he's from Mexico.
Let's hear from a member of the Wolf Pack. Today's howl comes from Plankman Crothers. Harrison, do you think it's possible we're missing signs of more advanced alien life? Well, sure. By definition, a more advanced civilization is probably going to operate on levels we can't even comprehend. Let me put it this way. You can offer a snail a slice of pizza, but it doesn't mean they know it's happening.
All these people that I've never trained before have already reached the maximum level of training. I'm not sure why that is. So that schoolroom's just going to sit there naked, vacant, doing nothing for me but wasting my money. We're at $101,000 even though they said we were making money. I hope we get a lot of tourists and that they spend a lot of money. We're talking a lot. An obscene amount of money would be good now at this point in our career. We are a level 7.
Tickets can be exchanged for another identical ticket, but why would you do that?
I don't know if they have different skill levels. I didn't see that in the menus. But there were a lot of options in the menus, and when there's too many options, you kind of gloss over them. And I don't know if this is one of those where if you were to, set up a few exhibits and then go to bed, whether it would make money all night while you slept or not, so that you wake up with an obscene amount of money.
Announcement. Staff in need of medical attention. Thank you.
Well, we do tend to injure them. And we're down to 98K. We'll be out of business soon, and the YouTube world will rejoice. Kudosh, earn kudosh. Kudosh sounds Jewish. Kudosh for all your museums by completing objectives and challenges. Use it to unlock items, staff outfits, and other customization options. Monthly profit. Common thoughts. The guest buzz is at 169. Average happiness is 88%. Average entertainment is 66%.
Maintenance announcement. People, like plants, need water.
I thought that's what those vending machines were about. Cheesy Gubbins machine. But the burp machine, you know, it takes care of thirst and just looks terrible. It really looks horrible in a museum.
Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
And we'd prefer to have no lawsuits. Thank you. Very nice. So remember, I am not the star of the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC witty gamer. The star is the games themselves. I'm here to show off the games, how they play, how I play them, which might be different from how you play them. I understand that. People have particular ways of playing games. Now, some games can only be played one way. This one so far seems pretty linear. But role-playing games, there's often many, many ways of playing them. And so I play them my own way, and it could be different from the way you play them.
We recommend that guests have a look around. That's the general idea.
The point isn't to judge. The point is to see different
the expedition team have
ways
we'll
that
know
people
more the next time we go there.
have fun with them. And maybe you'll decide you want to try my way. Maybe you'll decide you don't want to. I don't know why there's a big old wrench on top of this box. Maybe there's a wrench inside. Boa conductor skeleton. So we'll attach it to the boa conductor we already have. So now see, it has a new part. It makes the
Time's almost
exhibit.
up, but I was just thinking about that last question from Mr. Carruthers.
Quit
A lot
interrupting
of
me.
people have asked aliens for a sign. I myself have done it at least 5 times on this very radio station. But has anyone ever asked for a really simple sign? Because if you're listening, that'd be great.
You notice this guy is touching the exhibit?
Assistant needed to restock gift shop.
I'm trying to decorate this particular exhibit. Now what we did was we got more of this boa conductor skeleton while we were out on our last mission out in the world. And I'd pretty much like to do that again. I'd like to complete some exhibits. I don't know. I would assume I get more buzz if I complete exhibits, but I'm down to $88,000, and so if I don't start making money,
Returning guests are reminded that we're not friends. I just work here.
pretty soon I'll probably be bankrupt, out of business, out of a job, out of YouTube videos. Hopefully you're seeing something that's informative, entertaining. You like me, you like my personality. Or you just want to subscribe to tell me how much you actually hate me. That's okay too. Just like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We are desperate for subscribers. I'm kidding. I always didn't like people who filled their video with begging to like and subscribe. And most of them have been less upfront about it than I have been. So they might say one time in their video, if you like what you've seen.
Guests are reminded that dinosaur bones used to be surrounded by dinosaur.
Yeah, quit interrupting me. So, most of the good videos that I watch, because I do subscribe to a lot of people, I'm not a hypocrite. I subscribe to a lot of YouTube channels. And most of the good ones, maybe once in a video. And I watch longer videos, by the way. The minimum for me usually is about 10 minutes, and the maximum is like 3 hours. I watch some really good videos. But I watch theological debates, as well as gameplay videos. The conspiracy stuff, you know, what is this game company doing? All of that.
Gift shop requires restocking. There's nothing to buy.
I don't think just hiring more staff is really doing it, because we are down to $87,000. We're running out of money quickly. I watch the conspiracy ones about regular conspiracies, but especially conspiracies in the gameplay world and all of that. And usually most of them, just one time, will just casually say something like, hey, if you like what you see in this video, give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know you like it. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And hit the bell notification, so you'll know when we launch a new video. They just do it once. And I might get down to that. That would be a lot nicer. I feel stupid begging for subscribers, to be honest with you. And I'm not at all convinced it does any good to ask for subscribers, because I only have the 4.
Restoration should be left to the professionals. No vigilante dusting.
I've put a lot of hours into this project. I'm not complaining or anything. I'm just saying I put a lot in. There's a lot of content up there. Well over 60 videos now. Although some of them are meant to launch in the days coming. I have stuff scheduled for up to 3 weeks in
Tired of being
advance.
tired? That old mattress bringing you down?
Oh, this bed is so lumpy.
Then you need Levy Bed. Our patented 12-jet system keeps you suspended and cool while you sleep without the need for a physical mattress.
Oh, it's like sleeping on a cloud.
Levy Bed from Bungle Technologies. Sleep evolved. May cause hypothermia, hearing impairment, and spinal calamity.
I start these things with the idea that a community will build up around it. So I started a Discord server almost 10 years ago with the idea that a community would build up around it. I'm doing the same thing with this YouTube thing. And I don't want to give up. But I like to see some fruit of it.
Guests must pay for entry before knowing what's inside. It's a surprise.
We're going to make her a customer service specialist. Hopefully that will help with something. Most of them have their max level reached. Maybe it's because they haven't leveled up yet or something. I don't know. This game tells you a lot, but it doesn't tell you everything. Which means you got to look around, figure things out for yourself. And if you do look at the menus, these things are pretty self-explanatory. I do appreciate the tutorial, which I'm not sure whether I'm still in it or not. So I don't know whether to name this tutorial part 2. But the stuff that's not in the tutorial, or I should say not clearly laid out.
Thank you for visiting the museum.
So far,
Are you not done yet?
yeah, try not to interrupt me. So far, I feel like I've found that stuff in the menus themselves. I think it depends what you're looking.
Announcement.
Oy
The
vey.
museum has a new exhibit, but we don't know what it is yet.
Okay, this is another part of the boa conductor skeleton. I think we finished the boa conductor now. It says 70%. Oh, now it says 100%. So now we got that one all the way. And so that's what a boa conductor looks like. And the fact that it's complete hopefully brings in more people and more donations. We still need to go to the cold mines or whatever it is, if it ever lets us. Oh, now it's going to let us. Okay.
Leave the museum with vast knowledge or a single fact or nothing at all.
We're at 69,000.
Expedition team leaving for thorough investigation. They may be some time.
I'm concerned because we're at 69,000 now. and we're starting a new expedition in a new area. But it's a quest that was given to us to display an exhibit from the cold mine. So they're going to the cold mines. I'm guessing there'll be some complication along the way where I'll have to fix it and things like that. But I'm happy that we got that one skeleton finished over there on the left-hand side by the entrance. But yeah, we're not making money. And I could keep hitting the mail, but the mail is always about the income. Like, we lost $2,359 last month. So I guess we're not getting tourists. Again, this goes back to what I talked about. Is there a way to, after some time, at some level, be involved in
Children should be supervised at all times. That's
So-
the theory.
some kind of, city guide or something like that, where tourists coming to the city would look at a guide and go, okay, this is one of the things to do in the city. Maybe I'll go check out the museum. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of things they could add to it, because it's certainly not blowing my mind. It's not bad, and it is good, but I'm not sitting here going, "Oh, I'm so glad I spent the $30 or $40 or whatever it costs for this." I don't remember what it costs. I could look it up. I'm not tickled pink, and I should be, the first time I play it. And this is technically the second time I played it. The first time I played it, I made that first video, and this is the second video I made.
Guests should leave with the same number of bones they arrived with. No more, no less.
This is the second time I played it, but it was just released yesterday. I should be very, very happy about my purchase, and I'm not. But I'm not terribly disappointed in my purchase either. It's just, is there more? Is there something I'm missing? How can I be more entertained? Where if this was like a theme park simulation, I could ride the rides, I could see how happy the guests are and everything like that. This is, they review the museum when they leave. I don't even know where to read the reviews, although there's probably some place to read the reviews, but I'd like more immediate feedback about how they feel. Maybe I'd work harder to please them or something. I don't know. I certainly can't see their faces to know, oh, they're
Staff
happy,
are
they're not
reminded
happy.
to handle exhibits with professionalism, as well as their hands.
Monthly profit minus 666. I'm no math genius, but I'm thinking that's not sustainable. Right here on your favorite new YouTube channel, the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty Gamer. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty Gamer. And here comes the helicopter. An expedition is finished. A crate is waiting on the helipad.
Staff requires medical attention.
They certainly do. Frozen beehive, an iced treat. And its rarity is that it's barely seen, so it's epic.
Not this again.
You found a frozen find. That's cool. Anything frozen will eventually melt and be gone forever, unless it's kept in a cold temperature. Place coolers nearby to stop it from becoming a defrosted exhibit. Now they tell me after I've already placed it. I don't know how many freezers I need or whether they'll fit where I need them to fit.
Frequently asked questions. I'm not sure when the museum closes. I've never made it that far.
There's still a thing there telling me that, oh, that bench back there is blocking. Oh, that poor. Okay, as word gets out and your county fame increases, you can expect new types of guests to arrive at the museum. Families are bound to turn up soon, and I'm not sure if you've noticed, but they can often include children. Children are immune to the appeal of your info stands. They just don't care for an item, not even a bit. They won't accept knowledge from our existing facilities, but they would use an interactive display. Yeah, shut up. I'm trying to talk to my pretend. I'm trying to believe there'll be subscribers out there someday. Think of an interactive display as hybrid between exhibits and info stands, providing both buzz and knowledge to guests. They're also a great source of entertainment. Interactive displays can be built at a workshop. Give it a try. Children experience buzz, like all other guests, but they won't accept knowledge from our info stands. Instead, they'll use interactive displays to learn in an engaging way that's totally family friendly and only mildly patronizing. Interactive displays provide buzz, knowledge, and entertainment for all. Build interactive displays in a workshop to diversify your guest experience. Well, I'm trying to move
Sir Nigel
the beehive
on 2 Point Radio. This is 2 Point Radio, and I'm your host, Sir Nigel Bickleworth. Hold the applause. We haven't the time. Today's show is positively spilling over with charm, whimsy, and all-around goodness. Here's a sharp little number to cleanse the palate and focus the mind. Enjoy.
Now, since I moved that, I'm going to have to probably give it a new donation
Guests are
thing.
reminded not to overstay their welcome. Some of you are getting awfully close. Thank you.
Wow, that's kind of mean. Now they want me to build something. A room? Not another room. I don't have a lot of room to build rooms. Someone's thinking of resigning.
Staff are considering resigning. Not
Yeah.
just me.
I heard. Okay. Now we got a workshop. Make a prehistory playground. Now, I don't know what I can do about the person who wants to resign because I was dealing with other stuff, so I don't know if there's a way to bring up my stuff. Okay, that's how you bring up your stuff.
Guests should touch as little as possible at all times. Thank you.
So I don't know what the person was complaining about. But we'll satisfy all pay requests and go bankrupt at the same time. That'll be great. Now we've gone to a view I don't like. There we go. We can go back to that cold place. If everybody is alive enough
It's
to
saying
do it.
farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
Well, that's optimistic. Thank you for that. I'm sure the families will want to hire you for the lawsuits that will come if they don't come back. I'm not sure why I hire you, except I probably didn't. I'm not sure I did hire you, so. 58,000. So we are well on our way to losing the game. And that'll be great. We can get on to other games. We've got the Elder Scrolls Online. Although we've played a fair amount of that on this channel. We've got the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. We've played a lot of that on this channel. I'd like to branch out to Fallout 3. We're working on getting some videos of that ready. Fallout New Vegas, we're definitely working on that. Now we've got a prehistory playground.
Lost and found report. Nope, that's an exhibit. Why does this keep happening?
Now that your prehistory playground is finished, you just need to place it inside the museum. Interactive display are set to your inventory once they're complete. I know this. Interactive displays allow children to enjoy the knowledge the museum has to offer. They also provide entertainment for all guests. The place is looking good, but you're not really had the chance to make it truly yours. Right, I didn't even get to name it. That's what I tell these folks out there in YouTube land. And if it was mine, I wouldn't let you in there because you've got that diagonal striped tie thing going on with the plaid jacket. And I never allow something like that to represent my museum. The great, poorly aging, sarcastic PC Witty Gamer Museum. The museum customization menu allows you to customize your walls and floors. Oh, joy.
If you're like me, and for this exercise will assume
Shut
that you are,
up!
then you'll have noticed countless public spaces catering themselves shamelessly to children. A climbing wall at the bank, a ball pit at the bistro, spring-loaded grizzly bears swinging with reckless abandon outside the supermarket. Won't someone stop thinking of the children?
The museum customization menu allows you to customize your walls and floors. Tailor the guest experience as much or as little as you like. See, that's not the kind of
It should go
customization.
without saying.
Shut up!
Here goes. No climbing on bones, fossils, or other prehistoric memorabilia.
That's not the kind of customization I'm looking for. Walls and floors. I want to name the museum. Maximize the museum space with partition walls as well as doors, one-way doors and staff-only doors. Your options are functional as well as fashionable. Expand your selection of customization options by spending kudosh. You'll earn kudosh. Kudosh. Kudosh is something different as you complete objectives in the museum. Items unlocked with kudosh will typically improve your decoration rating. Any partition walls and doors. Add partition walls and doors to influence guest flow or change the style of the museum's interior. The museum is yours to customize. The possibilities are endlessly boring. One-way doors allow you to direct the flow of foot traffic through the museum. As the name implies, there's no going back. Well, they make it sound so exciting when it is so mind-numbingly dull. Staff-only doors can exclusively be used on partition walls. They're a great way for creating shortcuts for staff that don't want guests to use. That you don't want guests to use. Really, thank you for explaining the term staff-only doors. I never would have figured it out in a million years.
Guests should see a few exhibits before buying a snack. You know who you are.
Now my team has a dilemma, which I figured they would have. Temperatures are at record lows. The team's shoes have already burst from the cold, but staying much longer will be bad for the chopper. I told him to fix the boots. Again, gonna make her better with customer service. We should have some customer service people. Where would I place a staff door? I don't really want a staff door, so I'll just put it... I'm just putting it there to fulfill the requirement that they want.
If you're confused by an exhibit, just smile and move on. You can't win them all.
I don't know why they brought me here. You want me to build a partition? Are you happy? I'm not happy either, but... I built a partition in the middle of nowhere for no reason whatsoever. I don't know what you want, game. You want me to build a museum wall? Why? I have walls where I want them.
If something looks familiar, you must have been here before. Probably.
There's a wall. Now leave me alone. Now you still want me to build something. What are you trying to get me to build?
The expedition team are back from the Bone Belt. Find anything old?
See, now it's having me build things that actually don't help my museum. Like that stupid wall. Another frozen exhibit. Apparently something needs to be fixed. And it still wants me to build something. But it doesn't tell me what.
Ship's silent secret is longer exposure to air for that unique, soggy texture.
Oh, it wants
That'll inspire your taste buds and spare you your co-workers' grumbles.
It wants a stupid one-way wall, I guess.
Just don't
I
tell
don't
anyone.
know what it wants.
Ships. Silently delicious.
I already built partitions, dude.
Staff requires medical attention.
I've also
Not
built
this again.
a stupid wall that there's no reason to have it. There, are you happy? You're not happy. Building foundations. Is that what it wants me to do? No, I don't want to demolish anything. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't care what I'm doing. No, I don't want to demolish anything. I want it to stop telling me what to do. Drag demolition. No, I don't want to demolish anything.
Yes, I'm reminded to memorize something, in case someone asks.
I already
That would be
built
embarrassing.
a one-way. I think I already built a one-way. There's a one-way. I've already built staff doors too. Just leave me alone. This part's really bugging me. It's still telling me to build stuff and not telling me what it wants built. It just says building foundation. Place 5 custom floor tiles. Oh, it wants floor tiles. Windows, doors, wallpapers, floors.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, the dinosaurs are real, but they're not anymore.
See, that didn't make my museum better by changing what the floor looked like. Just made it look stupid. At least we're over it. What's up, DOC? The Department of Culture is responsible for evaluating the county's museums. Your museum currently has no star rating. But with all the improvements you've made, that won't last long. Yeah, get a better jacket or a better tie or both. Maybe even a toupee. Complete star objectives to impress the Department of Culture and increase the museum's star rating. The higher star rating will attract more guests and allow you to travel.
Children found talking to me, and therefore breaking regulations, will be humoured begrudgingly.
A higher star rating will attract more guests and allow you to travel to new museums. I don't even like my museum. Why would I want to travel to other museums? They want me to sell 25 tickets. It seems like I'd already sold 25 tickets in the amount of time. And I put up those stupid walls and barriers and stuff that I don't even want in my museum. Unlock something with Kudosh. Not affiliated with Kadosh, which means holy in Hebrew. We're at 60,000 now. I don't really want to get something else that's frozen. Oh, these expeditions cost money. I should have known that. I just hadn't thought about
Your
it.
experience is important to us.
Now we're down to
Not to me.
51K.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it.
Guests are leaving because it's taking too long to buy a ticket. Consider adding more ticket booths or training your assistants.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. It's time to answer some questions from my dear deluded listeners. I really must burn that contract. Anyway, here goes. This is from Gil near Little Fidget, who writes, "Hello, Nigel. Hello, Gil. How do I get into a career in radio?" Thanks for the question, Gil, but I'll refrain from commenting if you do or don't mind. The last thing I need is a bunch of greedy gills snapping at my heels. No, thank you.
There's 3 ticket booths. I'll even hire some assistants to staff them. It's probably more than we need, but oops. Great, now I'm hiring people I don't need. Okay, people buy tickets, buy them overpriced. I don't know how to unlock things with Kadash.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Hopefully the guests' happiness will rise since they don't have to wait in line as long to buy tickets. Okay, now, where is this Kadash thing? Earn Kadash by completing objectives and succeeding in challenges. Use Kadash to unlock items, staff outfits, and other museum customization options like floors, walls, and fences from building foundations list. Fill tool, copy item, floors. I don't see a Kadash list though. And I don't even know that I'm pronouncing it right. I'm just trying to not say Kadosh when we do
Prior
it.
to making your donation, we'd like to remind you that all this stuff does not come cheap.
Oh, that shows everybody that needs the toilet. And this shows everybody what they think of the entertainment. This is people's desire to stay. This is kind of cool. They didn't show this during the tutorial, or we may still be in the tutorial. I don't know. The drink requirements, the food requirements, which the food is pizza for some reason. Their energy levels are all pretty good. Their happiness. Okay, that's the security overlay. The upgrades. The exhibit knowledge. The exhibit decoration.
Guests for the screening of Perilous Spandex in Theatre 4 are reminded that this is still not a cinema.
Exhibit buzz. Humidity.
There's a crate on the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team have returned safely. Also good news.
And the temperature. Okay, now I don't know how to close this. Maybe just no, resume. I just don't know how to close the overlays. There we go. Although while you're drifting in that direction, I don't know. Let's go to the hecapad. And we have got something new for the museum, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a floodectal skeleton. Well, you know, I don't know how many times I've told the wife we need a floodectal skeleton. That's really what this marriage is missing.
Guests are reminded that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The
I
ball
thought it was in the
is in your
beast.
court.
Beauty and the Beast. Luckily, I can't see what I'm doing, as usual. I don't need a freezer there. I need an infogram.
That's it for today. I'll leave you with some musings. One can't help but feel that things are drying up here on the county's surface, only getting more dire by the day. So, if any of our stylish, sea-dwelling relatives are listening in, know that I'm ready and willing to drop by for a visit, or a permanent position on Wetlantis Radio. Whatever's easiest. Let's take the plunge. I've been Sir Nigel Bickleworth, and this might have been my final show on 2 Point Radio. Toodles!
Okay, they want us to unlock 5 points of interest, which, of course, nobody knows how to do that. Oh, we need a botany expert for that one. Botany and ivory. I can send people there, but
Staff in need of medical attention. Thank you.
wow, we're down to 35,000. I don't know whether to keep doing this video until we go bankrupt or put an end to this video now and come back and go bankrupt in the next video. As you can see, I'm very optimistic about this money thing. I mean, we've got 3 ticket booths. We've got the gift shop you wanted, the children's exhibit, although there's something on top of it that I don't know what that is. Let's see if we can, is there anything else we can build? Let's go with the sonic claw machine.
Yes,
Children
poking the exhibits will be poked by me.
are our greatest resource. It's hard to continue a thought when I'm interrupted constantly by the game itself speaking over me right here on your favorite new YouTube channel. Actually, it's nobody's favorite. I'm hoping it will be someday. The poorly aging, sarcastic PC witty gamer, where the games are the stars. We want to highlight games for you for entertainment value, for education value, so you can see what they're like. Maybe you're playing them a different way and you can see how I play them.
Please welcome the collector to the museum. Happy shopping.
Maybe you're in love with my personality, which in that case you should probably get psychiatric help. Maybe your bratty kid is coming to you and saying, "Mommy, buy me this game." Looks like this one, it's pretty safe. I'm not seeing a lot of blood, guts, anything you'd be afraid of your kid having.
Assistant needed in the gift shop. The tat won't sell itself.
Now, will this keep your kid entertained? I don't know. I don't even know if it's keeping me entertained. It's keeping me busy. And there seems like there's just the right amount of stuff to do. I don't know if I ever graduate, by the way. That's one thing I'm not clear on. Do you ever graduate, or the whole game are they telling you what to do? Again, there's no feedback about whether I'm in a tutorial, not in a tutorial. Is this the game or the tutorial? I'm not clear. But we have another thing for the kidlings. So now we've got all the entertainment projects
Guests should try and learn something before finding somewhere to sit down.
built that, at least at this level, are possible to be built for the kids, to bring in the families. Yeah, let me open the stupid crate. Oh, it's hitting the wrong place. Oy vey. And it's a magic jumping box. And it's another frozen thing. Let's see if it'll fit in our frozen area. It will. I don't know if we need another.
Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
I assume I need another freezer over in this area.
Tired of being tired? That old mattress bringing you down?
Oh, this bed is so lumpy.
Then you need Levy Bed. Our patented 12-jet system keeps you suspended and cool while you sleep without the need for a physical mattress.
Oh, it's like sleeping on a cloud.
Fungal technologies. Sleep evolved. May cause hypothermia, hearing impairment, and spinal calamity.
Attention. The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
That's kind of mean. Do I feel like I'm working at a museum? I don't know. Do I feel like I'm working? Absolutely. The reason I've extended this video is because we're down to 9.9 thousand. Now we're at $10,000. It just seems like we're going to go hopelessly bankrupt real soon, doing everything the game has told us to do. And I don't know what happens when we go bankrupt. Do they fire us? Do they kill us? Do we have to sell off the exhibits, which would mean we wouldn't have any museum at all? Do we just go into debt, and so it's not really a much of an event?
Attention, there are currently insufficient donation stands. This may lead to insufficient donations.
Well, that's interesting. That might have something to do with our not having enough money. I don't know where she wants us to put more donation stands. I thought I had them. I mean, I could put them other places, but it seems like all the important exhibits have a donation stand by them.
Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
So there's still a lot of things to be unlocked. That's good. I don't remember where the things are for the gift shop, which is what I am looking for. A lot of things are just hard for me to find. And it could be me. I don't know.
Staff are reminded to explain things slowly and loudly.
Well, we're at 16,000 now. I wanted to buy more stuff for the gift shop. I don't see where I can do that.
Attention. If you're desperate for the toilet, it could be worse. You could have gone already.
Now we're at 20,000, so we're starting to make money. But still, I'm not finding where to find the pieces. I see where I can build Oh, okay. I guess you just go to the same thing you used to build your your gift shop in the first place, and but this is weird because it doesn't let you recomplete the room if you do that. So I don't know how you add. I don't know how you add things to the room, or how you move around the stuff you already had there. I kind of wanted to put in more merchandise, but I don't know how to do that.
Announcement. Please exit through the gift shop. Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
Okay, we're at 20,000. So, I think the key to not going bankrupt is telling your YouTube audience, okay, I'll just do this video until we go bankrupt. If you're fighting against going bankrupt, you'll probably go bankrupt. If you expect to go bankrupt and tell everybody you're going to go bankrupt, apparently you won't go bankrupt.
Team leaving for thorough investigation. They may be some time.
Although we're down to 58K now. But that's because we sent people off on an expensive grab for more exhibits. These expeditions are costing a lot of money. If I fired the people that went on these expeditions and didn't go on any more expeditions, would I make a lot of money since I'm not paying for the expeditions and I'm not paying for those employees? I don't know.
Warning. Toilet facilities are currently overwhelmed. We apologize for any inconvenience or incontinence.
I apologize for nothing. I mean, it seems like we were making money when we had fewer exhibits. We didn't have all the vending machines and changed color sets for the tiles on the floor and all that nonsense. I don't know. But maybe the guests or the museum patrons expected less back then because maybe we are in a tutorial and it's getting harder as we go along and they demand more. I don't know.
Guests are reminded not to think too hard about their route through the museum. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that.
I mean, I thought they said that, like, if we did particular things, we would get more tourists, more people in the gift shop, more families. Oh, okay. Well, this is how you add stuff to the shop, apparently. Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Disinterested guests are reminded that not everything has to be a party, okay?
Well, pardon-moi. It's getting to be a slog. Again, it does what you would expect a game called 2 Point Museum to do. The question has to be, is that enough? I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Not because of this game so much, but just because I've been seeing announcements for all kinds of business simulation games. From drug dealers simulations to
Guests
supermarket
needing the toilet are reminded that you'd rather go at home.
simulations to the bowling alley simulations, laundromat simulations. And I'm just wondering, is everything really worth simulating? Every kind of work worth simulating in a video game? There's car mechanic simulations. I in fact bought one. I didn't play it much.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Welcome through the old-fangled magic of radio wave technology. I'm Ricky Hawthorne, talking to you, not at you, on 2 Point Radio. We've got a cracking show for you today, so breathe deep, center yourself.
That would be
and
deeply.
I'll go and double-check that I locked my car.
So, I've got a lot of business simulations that I don't play much, or I got to some point in them where they were so detailed I couldn't get past them, like Car Mechanic Simulator. And there's one about building PCs. I built PCs in real life and still can't get anywhere in that particular game. And it wasn't particularly interesting.
Assistant needed to restock gift shop.
So I think there's some things we do in life that may not be too exciting to simulate in real life. I mean, in video games. This is another piece for our boa conductor skeleton. Well, I thought it was anyway. Now I'm wondering.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
So who is it that, I think it's the security guards that clean out the donation bins? I'm down to $3,800, and that's why I'm reluctant to keep hiring a bunch of people. Now 4,700, but I'm pretty sure I can't go on an expedition now because I can't afford it. Yeah, it says expedition unaffordable. Yeah, so we're done with expeditions. I don't understand any reason why I wouldn't promptly fire the guys that go out on expeditions. Because now they're just costing me money and they're doing nothing. But if I get the money up to $9,000, which I'm about to do,
Metaphorical to themselves.
maybe I can, yeah, we got over $9,000. Let's do this while we can. Oh, that one's $15,000, so we can't do that one. This one's only $1,000. Yeah, I just hired a couple of janitors. You think I'm made of money? I'm not made of money, am I? Because if I am, it raises a lot of questions as to why I don't have more money.
Donation stand. There's money in it for you.
I'm wondering if that's the reason I don't have more money. I just don't have enough security guards. We're going to test that theory.
Announcement. Our health and safety standards are being inspected.
The health representative from the Department of Culture is arriving for your yearly inspection. Wouldn't that be annual inspection? And I'm at $4,000 now.
Expedition team returning from Bone Belt.
Don't we already have a star fossil somewhere in the... I think we do. Oh, we have a disc fossil. Those expeditions cost $3,250. These cost $9,000, so we can't afford them. We can do a $3,250.
Requires medical attention. Not this again.
It's weird that that all the expeditions cost the same amount.
Exhaustive expeditions
at the same.
may be exhausting.
Shut up. They cost the same amount at the same location, whether they're the simple expedition, the medium, or the exhaustive one, even though they take different amounts of time. So you would think an expedition that takes a longer amount of time would cost more. More in equipment, more in food, more in everything. So you think the expedition itself would cost more. And for those of you scoring at home, I'm not.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about this game. Certain levels of monotony. I don't want to put it down. It's not horrible. And the last time I went away from it, by the way, I only have $2,800 now. Last time I went away from it, I took a little break, 10, 15 minutes, and I came back. I wanted to play. So that's something good to say about it. But there are certain levels of monotony in it. Now, I said I would play until I went bankrupt. I hope you understand. I'm not trying. Buddhadillo skeleton. This we can add to our... We already have parts of a Buddhadillo, and this is pristine. But it's commonly seen.
Announcement. Staff in need of medical attention. Thank you.
For those of you scoring at home, I don't want you to think I'm trying to go bankrupt. I'm not trying to go
Good
bankrupt.
morning, I'm Chef Ricky, and Flavortown is the place that I call home. The other day, I was perusing through my cookery books and was struck by a tip from DJ Sous Chef. A complete bite contains sweet, savory, slimy, sour, and crunchy. It's a great way to think about eating. Lately, I've been crumbling crackers all over my meals, and I'll tell you what, oh, it's been crunchy.
I just was figuring I would go bankrupt, and so I figured if I did go bankrupt, rather than showing the bankruptcy and then starting a game again, if bankruptcy ends your game, which I don't know about in this game yet. I just figured I would end the video at the bankruptcy. But I don't want to give you the wrong impression like I'm trying to go bankrupt or anything like that. No, I'm trying to play the game and make money and find out what's in the game. So it's not a thrill a minute. It's hiring people. It's meeting their salary demands. It's going out on expeditions where you don't see the expeditions. We are officially in the red now, to the tune of $2,800. So far, nothing has happened. Nobody's said, okay, you're out of business, we're going to
Guests
kill
are
you.
reminded that in the event of an emergency, the museum will always prioritize the exhibits. There's loads more where you came from.
I don't know if there's a point at which they say, yeah, you're done, or whether when it comes time to pay the employees, they won't be paid because we don't have money. I don't know. I don't know if there's a banking system in here that they're going to introduce us to now that we're in the red. I don't know how it works. Back in the day, games came with a manual, and some of the manuals were just a card, or 4 or 5 pages, or 12 pages. And some were incredibly
The
long.
expedition team have returned. Survey complete.
I remember the manuals for things like Civilization 4. Were hundreds of pages, and I don't know. Now, for me, I only read these manuals if my computer wasn't working, and so I couldn't play the actual game, so I'd read the manual. I did this with other things too, like I remember The Sims 2 had a manual. And so I'd read the manual, but I couldn't test the things that were in the manual that it was talking about.
Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
Because my computer wasn't working. And so that's generally when I read the manuals. Now, occasionally I would look up something I was trying. I would look that up in the manual to try and get it right. But I never read a manual back to back, even on a game that I adored. Because if I adored the game, I was playing the game, not reading about it. Finances. Oh, you can't get loans in this. We'll start out with the loan at 1% for 100,000.
The museum is a controlled environment. Don't look at me.
This way we'll be able to continue our expeditions. But to be honest, we did get to the point where it was a slog, and this is a good enough place to stop this particular recording. I don't know what to tell you about the game. I think for some people, they would love it, and this is exactly what you're looking for, and others you're going, okay, it does what it says it does. It's cute and all of that, but is this something I really want to have? Things are hard now financially. Is this a game I want to purchase? And do I want to put my time into it? There's other games, really exciting stuff. Do I want to do this? This is more of a casual thing, but not a total casual game. I don't even know what category this fits into. And generally the categories that are on the Steam page aren't very accurate. Anyway, this is your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC witty gamer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, tell your friends. If you didn't, well, it's our little secret.